You've probably heard the saying, "Don't speak ill of the dead." It's a phrase that reminds us to show respect for those who have passed on, to honor their memory and the lives they lived. But did you know there are also strange myths about what happens to our bodies after we die? These myths have been passed down through generations, often creating a sense of mystery and sometimes even fear. One of the most common is that hair and nails keep growing. This idea has been depicted in various forms of media, from horror movies to folklore, adding to its eerie allure. It's a creepy thought, but thankfully it's not true. Understanding the science behind this can help dispel the myth and bring some peace of mind. What really happens is a bit of an optical illusion. Our perception can be easily tricked, especially when it comes to changes in the body after death. After death, the body begins to lose moisture. This process is known as dehydration, and it affects the skin and other tissues. This is a natural process. Decomposition is a part of the life cycle, breaking down organic matter and returning it to the earth. As the skin dries out, it shrinks. This shrinkage can cause the skin to pull back from the hair and nails. Because the hair and nails are made of different material, they don't shrink at the same rate. Hair and nails are composed of keratin, a tough protein that is less affected by dehydration. This makes them seem longer even though they haven't actually grown a bit. It's a fascinating example of how our perceptions can be influenced by natural processes, leading to myths and misconceptions. Think of a grape drying up into a raisin. It's a fascinating transformation, isn't it? The grape, once plump and full of juice, gradually loses its moisture. The grape itself doesn't get smaller, it just loses water and wrinkles up. This process is a perfect analogy for what happens to our bodies after death. That's kind of what happens to our skin after death. Our skin, much like the grape, undergoes a significant transformation. The cells in our body need a constant supply of water to function. Water is essential for maintaining cell structure and function. Once the heart stops beating and blood stops flowing, the cells no longer receive this vital fluid. Without the continuous supply of water, the cells begin to dehydrate. As dehydration sets in, the skin loses its elasticity and pulls back from the nail bed and hair follicles. This process is known as skin retraction. The hair and nails themselves remain the same size. They don't grow after death, contrary to popular belief. However, because the surrounding skin has retreated, they appear more prominent, giving the illusion of growth. This optical illusion can be quite startling to those who are not familiar with the process. The body's transformation after death is a complex and fascinating process. It involves a series of changes that occur at the cellular level, leading to the overall appearance of the body altering significantly. Just like a flower wilting without water, our bodies undergo a similar process. The lack of moisture causes the tissues to dry out and shrink. This drying out process is a natural part of decomposition. It's a reminder of the delicate balance of life and the importance of water in maintaining that balance. Understanding these changes can help demystify the process of death and provide a clearer picture of what happens to our bodies after we pass away. To understand why hair and nails don't grow after death, we first need to delve into the fascinating process of how they grow when we're alive. This journey begins beneath the surface of our skin, where a complex and intricate system is at work. Hair and nails are composed of a tough, fibrous protein called keratin. This protein is produced by specialized cells known as keratinocytes, which are located in the hair follicles and nail beds. These keratinocytes are like tiny factories, working tirelessly to produce keratin, which then forms the structure of our hair and nails. The process is continuous and dynamic, ensuring that our hair and nails grow and regenerate over time. But how do these cells get the energy and materials they need to produce keratin? The answer lies in the bloodstream. Blood vessels deliver essential nutrients and oxygen to the keratinocytes, fueling their activity. These nutrients include vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, which are crucial for the production of keratin. Without a steady supply of these nutrients, the cells would not be able to function properly. Think of these nutrients as the building blocks and energy sources that enable the keratinocytes to construct and elongate the hair and nails. It's a delicate balance that keeps our hair and nails healthy and growing. However, when we die, this intricate system comes to a halt. The heart stops beating and blood circulation ceases. Without the continuous flow of blood, the delivery of vital nutrients to the keratinocytes is abruptly cut off. As a result, the keratinocytes no longer receive the fuel they need to produce keratin. The production process grinds to a halt, and the growth of hair and nails stops entirely. So while it may appear that hair and nails continue to grow after death, this is actually an illusion caused by the dehydration of the skin, which makes the hair and nails more prominent. In reality, without the vital supply of nutrients, growth is impossible. Section 4. Experts debunk the myth. Forensic scientists, the detectives of the dead, will tell you that the idea of hair and nails growing after death is a myth. They see this firsthand. Dr. Sue Black, a renowned forensic anthropologist, states that the dehydration of the body after death can lead to the retraction of the skin around the hair and nails, giving the illusion of growth. Dermatologists, the skin doctors, agree. They explain that nail and hair growth is a complex biological process that requires a living, functioning body. Once the body dies, these processes cease. Section 5. The myth in popular culture. Even though science has debunked this myth, it still pops up in popular culture. In movies and TV shows, you might see a character's hair and nails longer after death, adding to the creepiness. This is just artistic license, a way to make death seem even more mysterious. Don't let the entertainment industry fool you. Remember, our bodies are amazing but finite. Once the lights go out, so to speak, all the processes that keep us looking our best come to an end.